Hi everyone, we have here Dr. Cyril Ayan Alambro. So good evening, Doc.
Good evening, David.
So thank you so much that you gave your time and effort to participate in this interview. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Doc. So my first question for you, Doc, is how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling fine and good.
Thank you so much. Can you tell me a bit about your current profession and the institution you're associated with?
Currently, I'm working as a medical health officer in Caloocan Norte.
Thank you, Doc. How long have you been working in this field? And what drew you to it initially?
As a medical doctor, I've been practicing for 10 years. But as a municipal health officer, I've been working for 1 year in Caloocan Norte. And for the second question, what was that about?
What drew you to it initially?
What drew me to it initially, it was actually my dream to become a doctor, to have a doctor also in the family.
Very inspiring, Doc, no? Grabe yung effort, yung mga credentials mo. You've been in this industry or you've been a doctor na for how many years na, no? So, next, Doc. Uh, Before COVID-19, what was a typical day like for you?
It was a normal day because there's no restrictions with our movements when it comes to transportations, and there was no COVID before who were admitted in the hospital. So it was a good year before the pandemic.
Now, we could really see the effect of the pandemic to us, that it really gave a really big impact in our community. So next question, Doc. Can you describe the most challenging or rewarding aspects of your work prior to the pandemic?
Prior to pandemic, I've been working as a resident doctor in Cebu in one of the private hospitals. I've been working alone in the residency program, and it was also a time wherein I had the opportunity to represent our country in South Korea for my research and my clinical case presentation. So I'm one of the representatives for the Philippines. That was the time before the pandemic.
Wow, grabe talaga, Doc. Aside from being a medical doctor, you represented our country. So, the pride of the Philippines din naman, Doc, no?
Thank you.
So, how did the COVID-19 pandemic disrupt your daily work and responsibilities naman?
Um, it really did not disrupt, but there was a challenge when it comes to our workload. It was not disrupted, but there was an additional task for us since you are taking care of COVID patients at the same time. You have to be very careful with yourself as well for you not to bring the virus inside or to your family. So it was a challenging year for the medical profession, and it was even a challenging year for everyone since we are restricted from our movements, and there was also a time wherein the cases of death increases secondary to COVID infection.
Wow, kaya kudos talaga to our frontliners, Doc, no? So, next question, Doc. What were some of the most significant challenges you faced in adapting to the pandemic?
Challenges when it comes to our schedule. Since we are on code white means in medical field, any time of the day, 24 hours, 24/7, you are required to um, go on duty, especially if there's a need, if there is a increased rate of patients admissions. So we have to be there with our patients, and you have to be very careful as well with yourself. So it was a challenging year for the medical professionals at the same time, not disregarding our health as well.
Grabe talaga, Doc, no? The effort and at the same time the pagod na nararamdaman niyo during the pandemic. So, have there been any unexpected benefits or positive outcomes from the pandemic's impact on your work?
When it comes to benefits, there was really no financial um, benefit wherein we received the same compensation, but it was just that after the pandemic we received allowances from the government. Not everyone, but at least we are given enough time or enough financial um, compensation And with regards to the positive impact brought about by COVID, a lot of people became plantita, plantito, and for my end, I became a goldfish keeper. No, I never thought that I would be keeping some goldfish at home, but it became a hobby, and even up to now, I have my fishes in the house.
So parang stress reliever mo yun, Doc, sa pagod na nakukuha mo, no? Okay, so more on personal or future outlook questions naman, Doc. So, how did you cope up with the stress and challenges of the pandemic outside of work naman?
Um, well, aside from multitasking, I'm a multitasker. At the same time, I know how to manage my time. They call it work-life balance. No, there should be a proper balance between work, and you also have to consider quality time with your family. So, not disregarding your health as well, but of course, you have to also be there with your patients because you are obliged and you have the duty to serve people, to save lives. But at the same time, not compromising quality time with your family and to yourself.
Grabe talaga. Doc, no, the time management talaga is one of the best qualities that us or every individual should possess kasi it can help you not just as an individual but also it can help you in different kinds of aspects in life. So, looking ahead, do you anticipate any long-term changes or lasting effects on your work or institution as a result of the pandemic?
Lasting effects, well, um, actually, it's working as a medical doctor. It is a passion. No? It's a lifetime commitment. It's an advocacy that you have to fulfill, and there is that kind of a feeling that you have to give something. You have to give back to the community. No? So providing service, healthcare services, is one of the commitment that we can share and we can promise not just for today but for our lifetime.
Very, very inspiring, Doc. So, for my last question, Doc, is there anything else you'd like to share about your experiences during the pandemic?
Well, pandemic brought us or taught us a lesson that we really have to be mindful with our health. No? You have to be more vigilant and be more careful, not compromising your health. At the same time, uh, COVID-19 taught us a lesson that life and time is very precious. And you don't have to limit yourself on what you can do. And at the same time, you don't have to restrict yourself on how far you can go.
Thank you so much, Doc. I'll take note of that, Doc. So, thank you so much for participating in this interview, Doc. I've learned a lot as well, and I hope that you continue to be achieving your career or achieve your career and be more successful in the future. So thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you so much, David, too.
So that's all for our interview for Dr. Cyril Ayan Alonbro. Thank you so much, Doc.
You're welcome.